Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Where am I finding you today? Where are you? Am I finding you on YouTube, Spotify, Apple? What's going on? Where am I finding you in your life, in your mood? Good, bad, happy, sad? Or What, what's going on? How am I finding you today? Think on it for a hot second. Before we go any further, a good morning to Hannah Seabree driving from LA to Carlsbad. I appreciate you checking me out on the West Coast. God, it's got to be early morning for you if you're going to catch this in real time. A good morning to AB, who commented on Spotify and said that her husband Tom and her did a first date camping trip. Oh my God. We have got to spend more time chit-chatting about that. Thank you so much for commenting. That was on yesterday's episode. If you're new here, welcome to the party. This show usually comes out around 8 a.m. every day. And when I say usually, that's the big running joke of it is since I'm an ADHD person running this ship on my own, sometimes I need a little flexibility in my life with timing. So I appreciate you. But it's a daily companion audio show. Okay, it's not quite a podcast, not quite a radio show. It's a new category. It comes out every day, right around the same time, and all you need to do is hit play if you want a little bit of company. Covers things you want to know, need to know, could use later. Rooted in Cincinnati, made for wherever you are, like Hannah in LA and Casey in Massachusetts and AB here in Cincinnati. A good morning to Jill, Josh, Steve as well. And I often ask, where are you from and what neighborhood, or I'm sorry, what's your name and what neighborhood are you listening to me in? And if you are doing that, please comment, whether it's on my Instagram, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever it may find you, okay? We always start the show off that way. Okay, what are we going to talk about? A big major holiday in Cincinnati tomorrow and something new to look out for before you hit the front gates of Great American Ballpark. Of course, I'm talking about opening day. And then I found a really cool TikTok about tribes. Not like tribal, not like tattoo and whatnot, tribal, definitely not a tribal tat. More like your community. That's a better way to put it. And I wonder if any of the message that I found in this video will resonate with you. So all of that is on the way. But first and foremost, checking in on you. What's going on? I had asked earlier in the show, how are you feeling? Pick a phrase, pick a sound. Is it or is it or ooh or ah? Yesterday, I was feeling a little bit more on the side of things. I had posted an Instagram video leaving a networking event, and I couldn't quite put my finger on why I was so sad leaving that. And I think it's because I'm dealing a little bit, to be transparent with you, loneliness. A little bit of loneliness. A little isolation. And maybe I haven't quite felt something like this since maybe COVID. I don't know. The feeling was new for me. So I'm still kind of currently sitting in that. And I don't want to spend too much time on it because Hard Topic Tuesday was yesterday. But in an effort to be a little bit more unpolished and transparent. What am I trying to say? And transparent. There it is. I wanted to just kind of let you know. So if you need a visual on that one, it's one of the latest videos I posted at the Tiff, 2F's Potter Like the Wizard. But that's the thing about being a human. You've got to learn to sit in all the things. The ooh, the ah, the excitement, the sad, the anger. We only celebrate the good ones. And not that we need to celebrate the uncomfortable ones, but we do need to make them a little bit more accessible. Okay? Building up some resilience in our life. All right, but as of now, I'm okay this morning. Let's talk about Joey Votto. So, Great American Ballpark opening day tomorrow. You'll be able to find me at Moorline Lager House on the lawn starting around noon. So come on down and say hi, please, please, please. And my Boston Red Sox are coming in for Reds opening day. What a treat. I love it when both of my worlds collide. This is going to be a really, really fun, exciting day. On a personal note, Opening day is one of my favorites. I usually indulge in several adult beverages and just let the wind breeze in my hair. The weather is supposed to be sunny and nice. This year, I'm not sure. I'm going to lower my expectations on the day. Very excited. I love a good energy, but to be honest, this is the first opening day that I'm going to experience without the backing of my former company, and it was always a big holiday for us. So it's kind of like celebrating your first Christmas or Thanksgiving without your boyfriend and his family, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the day will play out for me. I think I put a lot of stock into Bachfest earlier this month and was really excited about it. And then I, indulged in adult beverages and I ended up crying on the way home. And I don't want that to be the case for tomorrow. So I'm going to try again and be a little bit more cognizant of it. But overall, really looking forward to it. My Boston Red Sox are coming in. We're going to do some fun facts for opening day early tomorrow morning. All right. Okay. Second, I found this video. Let me pull it up, get acclimated here. And before we get to it, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to talk about today. And to be transparent, that's a little bit of the reason why there was a delay. And then he goes on to thank the city of Cincinnati and sharing so much love. And you know what? I'm sure you'll scroll past some of that video on social, but I will also add it to the description below. They're calling it the Votto clock, made by Verdun Company of Cincinnati, which was established back in 1842. They have clocks and bells worldwide. And it was said that they would ring a huge bell from their factory across the road from the old park every time the Reds hit a home run. So that's the full circle moment as to why Joey put that clock up here right outside of Great American Ballpark, right near the Marty Brennaman statue. So lots to look at and take pictures of tomorrow. We're going to have some, like I said, Reds and Red Sox fun facts early tomorrow. Okay. Here we go. Moving into the final piece of the show. Forgive my ADHD on the schedule of that one. So I wasn't quite sure what we were going to talk about today. And I was scrolling through a little bit, trying to figure out and craft the right type of message on this Wednesday. And I came across a video about community, your tribe, versus the individualism that we have today. And if that doesn't make sense to you, let me allow this creator, who I will post in the comment section below, give you a little bit of insight because it definitely resonated.
Understand that the world around us has been crafted to encourage hyper-individualism. The world and capitalism wants you to call an Uber when you land at the airport for $30-40 to get tossed into the economy rather than calling up a friend. And you have some sound logic by thinking, if my friend lives 30 minutes from the airport and then I live 30 minutes from the airport, they're going to have to drive a half hour to the airport, a half hour to my house, and then back to their house. Why would I bother them? Why would I inconvenience them? The answer is that's what a village does. That's what community does. I don't mean to use the word inconvenience like in a literal sense, but we're meant to inconvenience each other. We are meant to transcend logic and be there for each other, even if there's another convenient alternative. Yeah, you're supposed to hire movers rather than bring some friends over and feed them some pizza so that they can help you move a couch. That's what's good for the economy. That's what's good in keeping you in an individualistic silo. But that's what makes us all feel so disconnected from each other. And that's what makes it feel like when you see a friend, you're just catching up as if you're having some sort of workplace performance review. You're not actually seeing them in your day-to-day life. They're not involved in redecorating your house. They're not the first people to see you when you land from a trip with your wife. You are keeping yourself in a silo because you are falling victim to the capitalistic world around us, which makes sense. They are pouring billions and billions of dollars in convincing us to do those things.
I'll leave it there for now because I'm going to post the rest of the link below. But did that not sit with you? And to tie a little bit into what I was saying yesterday in my Instagram post, I was feeling this type of loneliness and isolation in a different way. Not that I couldn't stop that video right then and there and and call a friend and say, hey, what's up? I'm not feeling well. I have an abundance of community and friends in my life, but it wasn't that. It was more so that I've spent a lot of time building up this individual solo-led life of mine, which I value so much. But if you go too far in one direction, you lose sight of the other half. And the part that stuck out to me the most from that video was, and then there were a couple of choice examples he used. Like the Uber one from the airport, I have said, I don't want to inconvenience my friends. I'll spend $30. The moving of the couch for a slice of pizza, feel free to hire a mover in that case. I might not be the one for you. I'm just a girl. But if you're going through it, if you need help redecorating, running errands, babysitting your kid, having dinner at the house, those are like the human pieces that in 2026 feel not distant, but almost kind of foreign-like. In this last year or so, the main things I want to do with my friends now, or I want to run errands with them. If they have to go to Target, call me. Call me for errands. Call me to sit outside at your front house, in your front lawn, put your feet in the grass. Call me as you're, getting ready to do something with your kid and you want a buddy to come alongside you. Call me. This is why my show exists. This is the entire crux of the show I built formerly to the one I'm creating now, is the essence of stopping by, creating routine, creating daily habit. And that is something that I try to do with my community, like in real life as well. I try to embody that here through your ears and, just that sense of, hey, stop by, come by. When you stop by places, you not only build community, but you build like routine connection, and then you feel like you're a part of someone's life. I use this app just about every day called Marco Polo. And if you've got friends that live in different parts of the state or even the world, if they have access to it, it's like leaving FaceTime voicemails. And I use it with my friend Jackie, my friend Ashley, my friend Hannah, my friend Leah. I talk to my best friend from childhood, or high school rather, just about every other day on this app. I know the ins and outs of her marriage. I know the ins and outs of her kids. I know the ins and outs of, my sister and her teaching job. I know that Gretchen sucks. I know that this teacher has a plant that she has to water every day. I know that Leah, her son is like super young and he's like a year or something like that. And he's learning this and learning that. I know that Ashley is breastfeeding right now. I'm literally seeing her breasts as she breastfeeds and talks to me. And I'm not saying stop by your friend's house while she's breastfeeding. But what I'm saying is we have gotten so used to building individual independence, which I understand, not to inconvenience someone else. Or maybe that's just something I feel personally attached to. Or maybe bits and pieces of this resonate with you. And then on the other side, on the receiving side, be inconvenienced for your friends. And being inconvenienced as a single person is a lot easier to do than someone that is steeped fully in, routine with family and career. I've got a lot of time on my hands, but I also make it a priority when I don't have time on my hands to fly here, fly there, see a friend, to go sit with my best friend Dee, who's got a 2-year-old that, she's like, do you want to come sit in the cage with me and have an iced coffee? Absolutely. So I'm going to put the video in the description below and watch it and see if it sticks with you. But I loved that concept. And as soon as I watched it, I said, that should be the theme of today. How can you inconvenience yourself for your friends, for your people, for your community, so that it betters you? I think there's a difference in inconveniencing yourself and only you know the difference of when you inconvenience yourself and it's going to cause stress or problems for, your mental health. Sure, you are the one that's in control of that, not me. But I did like his message. So that's a good place to leave it today. I am at this point going to go probably text 2 or 3 of my friends and check in, stop by, see if I can see them. I don't know, maybe it's the millennial in me. Maybe it's that rollerblading 8, 9, 10-year-old that used to strap up, go to her friend's house, knock on the door and be like, hey, what's up? Or my best friend Casey and I would call each other on the landline when I was doing dishes in high school just to chat about nothing. And now I carry that same energy into 2026, but I use voice notes and I use this medium right here. And I think it's a millennial thing. I think it will always be a millennial thing. Everything in this world will always be a millennial thing until we're not here anymore. But God, I want to continue that. So I'll leave it there today. I hope you have a wonderful one. We will be back tomorrow morning with our pre-opening day celebration live from the This Morning headquarters. Have a good day. Oh, and by the way, thank you for inviting me into your life and to the places that you love.